YouTube, what's happening? It is Thursday, June 26th, and now we're going to talk about the MLB first today. It's a short day. It's a diet slate, if you call it. There's only 9 games today. You can see this is all 9. It's a travel day, so we got teams traveling. So we're going to talk about these 9 games. We're going to look at the spreadsheet. We're going to look at the props. We're going to see if we can find some value out there to continue the streak that we're on, because we have been doing quite well the last couple of days. 2 days ago, we won 11-3. Yesterday, we looked at the plays we took. Milwaukee, money line, first 5. Number 1 offense got the Skeens just like we thought they would. Under 8.5 hit. They only scored 7 runs combined. Washington lost 1-0. Guess what? That's a win for us. Cool. Bunch of passes. Tampa won. That was great. Seattle, Minnesota didn't want to play offense. It was a pitcher's just duel out there, and man, you're gonna miss some. And then the Wheeler had well over 6.5 strikeouts. So 5-1 on the day yesterday. 11-3 2 days ago. That's 16-4 in 2 days. We are doing amazing out here. So great stuff overall. Can't believe it's happening like that. Love it. We will take that every day. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport, or you want access to the new sites that has the spreadsheets on it, so you can do your own research, you got, join Patreon. It's all on there. So there you go. So enough of that. What we need to do is do the weather. So let's go and do that. Let me hit the refresh on the weather real quick, and let's just zoom out and knock this bad boy out real quick. There are not many games today, so it should be quick and easy. Minnesota, Seattle. That's a lot of rain, my guys. A lot of rain, but a lot of little lightning bolts. That ain't good. We'll see. That might be a delay. Cleveland, Toronto, a little bit of rain potentially, but no wind. Detroit, rain potentially. Kansas City, not really, but even there could be some 11 miles an hour blowing straight out. That might be worth something, especially with Tampa's offense in town. Yeah, that might be something worth. Houston is in a dome. St. Louis straight out at 8, but no real worries. Colorado, 85 degrees. Yeah, we didn't look at the temperatures. We got to go back and look at all those, see if we're missing anything. Anybody in the 90s? Minnesota 65, Toronto 80, Cleveland 84, Detroit 87, kind of hot. KC 90, whew. St. Louis 97, 8 miles an hour out. Yeah, the ball's going to travel a lot easier here because that's so damn hot outside. That's just the temperature. That ain't a heat index too. That is hot. Colorado 85, 5, no real rain. San Fran 62, 11 blowing out, but it doesn't matter in San Fran about the wind. And Mets wind blowing in at 12. That's going to be potentially for a lower one. So there we go. That takes care of all of that. So we have all the games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first one right now. All right, first game up is going to be Athletics and Tigers, and we currently see is Detroit 162 with an 8.5 total. We come over to the sheet and we see the A's are below average in most categories. Not terrible, not average, just in that little below average 20 to 25 range. That's where they are. Detroit is top 5 in runs, but they're average at everything else because your batting average, your hits, you see that. They're just making really good use of when they get someone on base, they're getting them home. So they're being very efficient. So Detroit has I would say a slight to maybe a moderate lean with the bats. And then overall, they have the advantage of being at home too, because that's an advantage. You count those. So those are our advantages. We go to the pitchers, which first off, this is outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Click it, get you a week for free. Literally, the whole system's free for a whole week. Go enjoy it. You can cancel when you're done. It's easy. You get a free week. They want you to try it out. So it's awesome. You see, I use it every day. Jeffrey Springs is our pitcher for here. And then over on Detroit, they have this guy pitching. Let me zoom out so you can see him. Dietrich Enns is relief pitcher. You see, this is his career stats. And now, when I saw this, I had no clue. But I have an awesome group that posts information. Somebody in the Discord posted that this guy has been pitching in Japan recently, and this is why he hasn't pitched. Last time he's pitched, where's his game log? We can't even get stat. Yeah, his last time he pitched was 2021. He pitched 2017 and 2021. He's been in Japan, and he has a 2.89 ERA for the Mud Hens in the minors. So, yeah, there you go. His minor league stuff is, I think he's like two games in the minors. I have this down here. Let me click it. Minor league stats in 2025, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2.89 ERA, 14 games, 14 starts, no saves, 62 innings, 71 strikeouts, a 1.22 whip. Not bad numbers, not bad at all. And there's a team that I'm going to trust. They know what they're doing with their bullpen. It's going to be Detroit. Just going to trust them. So, but it's a bullpen game. Let's be honest. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. So that's what it is. So basically, we got Jeffrey Springs versus the bullpen game for Detroit. Let's look at Springs earned runs, look at his info. Let's see what he's been up to. What has he been doing? Has he been bad? 2.6. He's not bad. He's above average. So Good deal. Matchups, nothing here because there's no data. Jeffrey Springs versus Detroit. Anybody tee off? Torres is what? 2 for 11. That's terrible. With a home run, though. He has a home run, but that's it. Detroit versus lefties. Detroit do tend to like them some lefties a little bit. We got a couple of 400 bats. We got 300s. We got 5 dudes over 300. So that's pretty impressive for Detroit. Going up against Springs, who, let's see. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, so let's go. And the A's, we can't see nothing here. So for me personally, when I don't really know much about a pitcher, now I trust Detroit's pitchers pretty well, but I'm not trusting a guy who's been pitching in Japan, who is in the minors now, brought up. Typically, I would want to fade that, but it's Detroit. They know what they're doing. So for me, I lean Detroit with the bats. I don't know what the hell I lean with the pitching. I think the smart thing is I'm just going to leave this game alone, move on to the next one. All right, next up is going to be Toronto and Cleveland. Currently, we got Cleveland as a slight favorite at 115. 8.5 was our total again. We come over to the sheets, and we see Cleveland has been struggling. They're just not good. They're bottom. They're literally bad. You're in the bottom range. Bottom 25 to 30 is where you are if you're bad, especially in the main 4 categories: runs, average, hits, ribbies. If you're bottom 5 in those, you suck lately. Sorry, that's what you do. Toronto, top 10, top 10, top 10, and 12th. Yeah, they're above average. Yes, that's where you want to be. That's exactly where you want to be. So we have a lean Toronto with the bats. We have a lean Cleveland at home, as much as that could be. You never know. Let's go look at the props, see who's pitching in this bad boy. We scroll over, we go Toronto, Blue Jays go audience, and we see is Kevin Goulsman versus Tana Bibi, and we see earned runs 2.5 over. We're going to look at that. You strikeouts against Toronto, if you didn't know about Toronto this year, you should learn, because they are number 1 in strikeouts. 6.5 a game. They are just nasty. They don't strike out much ever. So a whole game, which means they're averaging not even 1 per 2 innings. It's crazy. Not, well, maybe 1 point at 3 innings, whatever that math is. I ain't a math major. I went to school for business. So, and statistics, oddly enough, but that ain't that much math. BB strikeouts, we know Goldman. How many walks does Cleveland get? 17, so that's not going to work. So we will look at Goldman earned runs, because he has been an earned run factory recently. 3, 3, 4, 7. And you can see they have been teeing off. That is a chart right there. So if it was a stock market, you would think it would go, ooh, and just go like a shoot. Up here, but it's baseball. It's not. So let's look at the matchup, see what we got. BB versus Toronto historically. Vladdy's got a home run and 8. He's 4 for 8 with a home run and a 1.4. That's interesting. That's not bad. I wish I had more 8 at bats, but that's a good little stretch for 8 at bats. Anybody else teeing off recently? No. Let's go look at Let's look at Vladdy. Let's see what his what he's been up to recently. So we want Blue Jays. We load him up. Vladdy, look, he popped up, and yeah, he's 7 out of 10 with the HRR. That might be worth it. Oh, that 2.9 on a 1.5, that looks good. That looks really good. Oh, and he's been crushing. It was only 3 games he's had bad games, but the rest of the games he does work. How about just to get a hit? What is this? 260 to get a hit. That's all it is. And he's still same number. So Vladdy HR, and he does really well versus Tanner. That's interesting. That's intriguing. Let's see what else we got. Versus righties, there you go. Cleveland versus righties, and then Goulsman versus Cleveland. Anybody do good? Santana, 13 at bats, 308, 1 home run, 7 ribbies with a 949. Not bad. I think I like Vladdy's numbers better, and they just look better on the paper. Let's see, who else is on this list? Let's see, Springer, Bichette, Straw, Clement, Manzardo. That's it on the last 5. Last 10, we have Vladdy in there. Barger's in there. I think Vladdy's to play. Toronto's a lean with the money line. If you want like a non-prop, I would lean. But hell, can you really trust Gossman? Let's be honest. Let's keep it real. Can you trust this man? Look at that. I can't trust that. If anything, over might be the play too. What is he over? Over's currently say 8.5. We gotta look at his counterpart, Tanner. What you been up to with the earned runs, good sir? Show us your numbers. Earned runs 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4. That ain't good. 3 averages, well, just average. That's literally in the year of 3.6. They're combining for 6.6 on an 8.5. That means the bullpen got to give up 2 runs. I can trust bullpens to give up 2 runs. Pretty good. Cleveland offense might not help out that much. It's the only concern is Cleveland's bad offense versus Gossman's bad pitching. So who's going to prevail? I don't know. So why would I touch that when I can just go grab me some Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in this beautiful setup? Guerrero I'm putting the G, you know who it is. Over 1.5 HR. That is my play today. In this one, we're taking this one next. Let's move on. From Cleveland, we're going to Minnesota versus Seattle. That super pitching duel they had yesterday. The only loss we had it all day. Only had 6 plays. It wasn't like it was a crazy day, but yeah, only loss. We're going to see if we can, come back from that. 119 Minnesota, slight favorite. 8.5 is our total. We go to the sheet, and Seattle's offense is obviously great. They're in the top 4 or right at 6. They're right there. They're top of the above average, and they are in the great category. So 16, yep, that's average. So we got average versus great. Lean to Seattle with the bats. Lean to Minnesota for being at home. We go to pitching. Who has these leans over here? Let's load them up, and let's see, change this to Minnesota. And we got Emerson Hancock versus Simeon Woods Richardson. Hancock gives up walks. Minnesota, what are you at walks? 17th. That does nothing for us. Wood Richardson is not a strikeout dude. We know this. It's nothing new. He's a ground ball specialist. That's what he is. 4.5 strikeouts is not his forte. What's the strikeouts for Seattle? 20th. No. If they were like 2, I'd take the under, but no. See, Hancock earned runs has been pretty good. Let's look at Wood Richardson earned runs to see if we can find who's struggling. 2.8, and you've been good up until this 9 earned runs given up last time out versus the Cubbies. What the hell? 2-1-2-0, 9. That's cool. Wow. All right. Yeah, I would say, was that just a one-time thing, or are you just kind of bad this year? Let's look. No, when you blow up, you blow up. I mean, you don't half-ass be getting your ass kicked. You do it full ass. Oh man, Simeon Woods, what you up to, buddy? You at a 3-4, so we got 6-6, a 3, a 0. You all over the damn place. So we potentially got 2 pitchers that potentially could blow up. Versus 2 offenses who did nothing yesterday, but have the potential to blow up. This is a potential good game. Let's see. Let's look at the matchups. History. Simeon versus Seattle. Anybody good? Salon's got a home run at 1 at bat, but nobody has more than 3 at bats, so nothing really there. Rockies for Seattle, there you go. Minnesota versus Rockies, oh, there you go. And then Emerson versus Minnesota, nothing. It was a home run for Jeffers, but that's it. So everything potentially could be good. I took the over yesterday. They did nothing yesterday. Now we got 2 pitchers that literally could give up like 7 runs each easily. We got good offenses. I'm going to go right back to the well. I'm going to go right back to it. I should probably leave it alone, but something in the guts telling me take the over today. You know, when you get them feelings, you go with it. And when you don't, you get angry at yourself. I don't want to be angry at myself today. We're going to go over. And there's only 9 games, so let's have a little fun. So over, is it 8.5? What is it? Yeah, 8.5. Over 8.5 for minus 120. I'm down for that. Over Seattle, Minnesota. Next. Our next game is going to be Tampa and Kansas City. Currently, we got Tampa, slight favorite on the road. 9.5 is our total. Spreadsheet tells us Tampa, hot. That's what they are. They've been hot. You can see they've been in the top 5 in offense for what, 3, 4, all month? Literally the whole month they've been here. KC's doing what KC does best. They love to just hang out in the bottom spot. They just want to be the bottom. That's what they are. So they hang out there a lot. This is like their 3rd or 4th time this whole season they're being 30th. And more if you count the postseason and the last 2 weeks of last season. They just can't figure it out. So, and we fade teams on streaks. So KC's on a losing streak. They can't hit the ball. Tampa's hot. There you go. So Tampa has a lean so far from both of those. Let's go look at the pitching. Baz versus Lorenzen. And it's you see those numbers. Baz, 3.5 strikeouts is 3.5 for a reason, because KC, as you just saw, is 3rd in strikeouts. We don't take strikeout props against teams like KC. They just don't strike out much. Pitching, let's look at earned runs. Lorenzen, last 5 is 4. That's his average. 6.7, 2.32. That's not a good average. It's not good at all. Baz, not much better. Last 5, 2.8. Last 10, 3.6. They're both struggling. And on top of it, you have 2 pitchers that are struggling, and then you mix in the weather, which we've already discussed. But where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just saw it. It's right there. It's 11 miles an hour. It's 90 miles, not 90 miles, 90 degrees. It's blowing out. It's hot. It's windy. You got 2 pitchers to give up runs. One team's super hot with offense. The other one, you could use this game as a breakout easily. Oh, buddy. Let's look at the matchups real quick. Lorenzen history versus Tampa. There you go. There's not much data there. Nobody has more than 5 at bats. There's a home run for Camarino for Tampa, but that's it. Nothing there. Righties versus Tampa. There you go. You see how they do. Below and Camarino have been balling out. KC versus righties. There you go. Am I the only one who thought Bobby Witt would be crushing more than he is? Like, for the whole season, this is his numbers. 282, 10 homers, 40 RBIs, and 822 OPS. I thought he was going to be in consideration, like up there for like MVP, pushing for it this season. No, he's not even the best on his team. Pasquatch is better technically. So, I mean, whatever. Weird. Versus varieties, there you go. And then KC versus Baz. They did well against Baz. Well, 1 for 3 is not really great, but hey, whatever. Not much data. That's why we need more data. So we have two teams that the pitchers give up a ton of runs. You see this. We have the wind blowing out, and we have one offense who was hot as hot can get. And the other one is at home and has a history against the pitcher who gives up runs. So I think I lean Tampa money line for sure, 124. It does concern me. It's only 124. Why is it not higher based on these numbers? Exactly. Give me the over 9.5 in this one. We're going to take that next. All right, let's head over to Philly and Houston. Houston, money line. I'll tell you why here in a second. It is going to be Houston 142, 6.5. 6.5 is our total. 6.5. Whoa, that is low. We see our numbers and we see both offenses are top 7 in batting average, top 7 in hitting the ball, but they're not. They're both leaving dudes on base. Left on base is kind of high for both. Philly is struggling hard here the last couple games. Their offense is plummeting. 7-3, 1-3 for Houston. I know Brown's going out there for Houston today. Let's see who's going out there for Philly, because Hunter Brown should do pretty well against them. I do believe. I could be wrong, but I know it's Hunter Brown though. I think that yeah, it's Hunter Brown versus Christopher Sanchez. So both of these earned runs. Look at that: 2.5, 0, 1.5, 20. Yeah, you're averaging 1.6 and you're averaging 1. So both these dudes are cooking. Let's look at their matchups. Brown versus Philly historically. Not much. 10 total at bats. That's it. Can't do nothing there. Righties versus Philly. There you go. Philly is much better against lefties this season. Look at that. They only got 3 dudes in the green. That's it. They love lefties. That's what it is. Houston versus lefties. There you go. Now, some of these dudes really do love lefties. Yeah. Against Sanchez, here we go. 4 out of 5, 800 with a home run with a 2.2. 5 at bats is not enough. That's really just one game. We got to see how he does again. If you want to take it, you can, but I'm not touching that. So we have 2 beast pitchers. We have Philly's offense is struggling. Houston's going to struggle. They're both going to struggle. 6.5 is a low number, though. That is a low-ass total. Do we dare? Do we dare do it? Do we want to sweat this bad boy for 1 inning? I think we might. Can I interest you in a Nerfy today? Can I? I think we might. Let's do it, because I'm going to trust Hunter Brown. I'm going to trust Mr. Sanchez. They're both really good. I can't click a head-to-head. That does nothing for us. So that means there's no head-to-head recently between these two, which is great for the pitchers. So yeah, let me get it. Let's go with the Nerfy today. Let's take that. What are the odds on Nerfy on 6.5 line? That's the question I want to know. Follow me. Come with me. And we go game lines. We go inning. We go first inning total. And we see under half is 150. Too bad I can't get under 1, so I could push just in case. Under 1.5, 380. There you go. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll take the 150. We'll take the Nerfy. We're going to take them Nerfy. I'm not taking the under 6.5. That feels too low, because then you got to trust bullpens. Yeah. And I know, I bet if I look at the first 5, it's going to be like 3.5, like it was yesterday in the Pittsburgh-Milwaukee game. And that would have lost, because Milwaukee scored 4 runs in the second inning. So let's see. But both these teams are, see, that concerns me, because they're both good at hits. See, this is what I'm worried about. They're both good at hits. They're both good at average hits. They're just not scoring. So this could be a sweaty Nerfy too. Like, you might get first and second with 1 out, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have bet this. And then you're good. See how this might go? This could easily go that way. So let's look at the total for the first 5. It's going to be 3.5, isn't it? No. Yes, under 3.5, 115. See, look, not a chance. Not a chance I'm taking that. No. We'll go Nerfy. We're going to do it. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. It's 6 simple outs. What got to happen? Nerfy, next. All right, next up is Chicago and St. Louis. The little rivalry matchup we see is 140 for Chicago, and then it is 9.5 total out there. It's a high total, and I'll show you why in a second. I already kind of showed you a little bit. But look at this. Both teams, top 8 in runs. They're above average to average in hits and average. They're great in RBIs. You can see that they don't strike out. So they're good at getting dudes home when they get on base. That's what you want to see. And also on top of it, look at the weather. It's a hot one. 97 with 8 blowing out. Yeah, it's going to be hard not to take over in this one. Let's go look at the pitching and see how they have been doing. We go to the player props, and we see we got Palante going out there versus Shota's back. Shota, welcome back, buddy. You've been gone for like, what, 2 months now? Let's open up, take a look. Shota, all we got are strikeouts. Can't do nothing with strikeouts. I want earned runs, buddy. Like, those are his strikeouts. 4.8 is average, and they got him at a 4.5. I don't think so. Not a damn chance. I want earned runs so I can fade you, because when you've been gone for, when was your last game? May 4th? Yeah, you've been gone for basically 2 months. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be ready for 97 degrees. It's going to be hot out there. And then Palante is just average. He averages 3 in his last 5, 3, 7, 2, 3, 2. So that's not that ain't good. Ain't nothing we want to see. Let's look at these matchups real quick. Palante versus, we got a 400 for Happ, 4 for 10, 3 for 4 for Suzuki. There's a home run for Horner. There's nothing really here. Not much data. Righties versus Chicago. There's your stats. St. Louis versus lefties. Ooh, St. Louis. That's a lot of red. That's a lot of red versus lefties. But Shota's literally first game back. If he was in season form, maybe. But 2 months out, that's a long time to be sitting on the sidelines. So Wynn's got a 429 and 7 at bats with a home run, but that's it. Nobody else really has anything. So for me, I want to fade Palante because he's an average of 3. So let's assume he does his average. I think Shota's going to give up some because he's been prone to give up some in the past. And now he's been gone for 2 months. And on top of it, we have 2 top 8 offenses that can score runs. They're combining for 11 runs. So yeah. And the weather's on our side. Hot as hell. Hot. They're going to be dehydrated. I love that. Give me the over 9.5 at plus 110. Absolutely. We're going to take that next. All right, moving on to Dodgers in Colorado. Currently, we have 275 Doyers with 11.5 total. It's a high total. Spreadsheet, we can see both offenses top 7. Dodgers hot in every category you can think of pretty much. They're doing great. 8-2, 3-game winning streak. Colorado still rocking a 5-5. 2-game losing streak. There you go. So Colorado's offense, they're 7th in hits, 8th in ribbies, 7th in runs. Not bad. Not bad. Dodgers, just better. That's all they are. Let's go look at the pitchers. Get rid of you two. Bring up ye old this game. And it is Kershaw. Old man Kershaw going out there versus Austin Gomber. All right. Nothing standing out here. Let's look at Gomber. 4.5. I have never seen a 4.5. Even Sensitary doesn't have a 4.5 before. That is high. That is, whoa. Kershaw, what's your earned runs looking like? 2.5? Let's take a little peek, shall we? Gomber, what you been averaging? Your average is 4. It's mainly because that 9 spot Arizona put up on you last time out. That ain't good. Oh, buddy, what's Kershaw's earned runs? 1.4, but you got a 2.5 line instead of a 1.5 line. And it's favored at 2.5. That tells me they think Colorado's going to get a couple runs. Yeah, it's 85 degrees. It ain't windy, so that's not really an issue. They just think he's going to get runs. Let's look at the history. Gomber versus Doyers. Oh, buddy. Oh, my God. Okay. Mookie, 7 at bats, 429, home run, RBI, 1.6. Pretty good. Freeman, 14 at bats, 429, 2 home runs, 3 ribbies, 1.395. Pretty good. Enrique, 12 at bats, 250, nothing. Let's see. Rojas, 3 for 10, garbage. Look at that, 664, trash. Conforto, 2 for 4 with a 1.2. Home run for Andy. So Ohtani, 11 at bats, 364, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies, and a 1.4. So that's several dudes for the Dodgers about tee off on this man. Against lefties, you see how they do this season. Yeah, they tend to like them some lefties. Colorado versus lefties themselves, not bad. Kershaw versus Colorado, typically not good. Not good. So, what do we take here? Dodgers, 1.5 is minus 180. Over 11.5 is minus 120. There is some things in this one that what can we do here? They're combining for 12 runs even. Literally, 6.5 and 5.5 is 12. So, over would make kind of sense. Is Kershaw going to shut Colorado down, though, is the question. Which Kershaw are we getting? We getting the prime Kershaw? Or are we going to get 2025 Kershaw that's very, he's been good recently, but you look at his prop, whole season, the first game was rough, but he's been actually, damn, my bad. I'm sorry. He's been pretty damn good this season outside the first game. Now it's the Angels. Mets, 0. Cleveland. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, Dodgers. Dodgers. Sorry. Dodgers. Let's go. It's game lines. Go over here. We're going to fade Gomber, clearly. So now, do we take the Gomber over 3.5 earned runs, or we just take Dodgers 1.5? Because that might be the play. Hell, what's Dodgers 2? I know people were taking Dodgers 2.5 yesterday. I might be bold enough to do it. I've never done it this season. I've never done it. Alt line, baby. Dodgers by 8. Yes. Yes, it might hit. Who knows? Dodgers 2.5 is -125 against Gomber. With Kershaw dealing like he's been dealing this season, I can already see. Oh, what's the first five? Can I get first five? This might be crazy. This might be crazy. Run line first five Dodgers. Um, Even first five is even worse odds than the whole game. What the hell? What is this? Dodgers -1 on X Profit X. What the hell is this? Oh, I'm looking at half. Never mind. Dodgers 1.5 minus. So they got to be up by 2 start of the 6th inning. Against Gomber, they better be. I think that's better odds than just taking Gomber to give up 4 runs. So I think I'm gonna go with that. It sounds crazy. It's madness. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna test it out. Dodgers -1.5 first 5. Madness. I know. We're going for it. It's 120 odds. Let's go for it, right? If you don't like it, don't take it. Simple as that. If you want something else, you can take the +1. They just gotta be winning by 1. That's it. I'm going to go for 1.5. It's Thursday. There's only 9 games. Let's have a little fun, right? Shall we? Dodgers be up by 2, start of the 6th inning. It's my play next. All right, moving on to Miami and San Fran. And currently we got San Fran at 180 on the money line. 7.5 is our total spreadsheet. We see our numbers. Miami's been cooking. Like, they ain't getting people home when they hit them, but they get hits. They getting on base. They just ain't doing nothing with it. So that means Miami is not clutch. San Fran is making do with whatever they're getting walks and they're scoring with the walks. That's all they can do. They can't hit the ball. They can't hit. They can't nothing. But they get on base. They getting that person home one way or another. So, all right, who's pitching? That's hilarious. We got one team's clutch. The other one is just doing what they do. They're scraps. That's what they're working with. Scraps out there. Giants, Marlins, Birdsong, earned runs over 1.5. Let's take a look at that versus Jensen Junk. Awesome name. Awesome name. 2.5. Let's take a look. Let's peep it. Birdsong, last 5 outings. You can see what he's been up to. 2.6 average. Looks kind of bad because all the green bars, but 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.6. It's below 3, but he's basically average. Let's look at Junk. How'd you do in the one game against Atlanta? You had 1 earned run in how many innings? 5? Pretty good. How many strikeouts you have? You had 5. Now, neither team strikes out a bunch. They're both 10th and 11th, so nothing there. Let's look at matchups. Birdsong versus Miami historically. Nothing there. I ain't feeling none of that. Righties, there you go. There's your stats. San Fran versus righties, and San Fran never. Oh, they have faced Junk. I lied. Yes, and they don't do good against Junk. They don't. Junk is too good for him. So, all right. Am I inclined to take Miami? Now, alone, I'm inclined to take Miami because of the bats. Yes, they are 3-game winning streak. San Fran's lost 2. Miami is I can get Miami +1.5 at -140. I mean, if I can go money line for 160, I could too. But yeah, I'd rather take a little bit of caution because they're a road team. So I'm already leaning because Birdsong's been okay, but Junk's been already good too. All right, I think I'm gonna take Miami. I think that's what I'm going with. We're gonna go Miami today. We're gonna go Miami +1.5. I can get that. I like that. I can easily see San Fran winning like a 4-3 game, and that works for me. Go ahead, win San Fran. I don't care. Just give me Miami not to lose by 2. Done. Next. All right, last one. Atlanta and the Mets. Currently, it's a slightly in the Mets space. I pick them. 8.5 is our total spreadsheet, and we can see Mets still struggling with the offense. They're 2-8. Yeah, but they won yesterday. Good job, Mets. Braves lost finally. You can see what they've been up to. Nothing is. Mets are striking out a ton. We got a strikeout pitcher. That might be the thing we take in this one. So let's go to props. Take a look. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Swap you over to you. And who's pitching? Griff Canny versus Grant Holmes. Okay, strikeout dude. Hell yes. Here we go. We're going to fade this number right here because that's what the Mets have been doing. They're typically in the low to high, mid to high 7s. They're at 9 right now, which means they're striking out more, which means they're being less disciplined. They're not even getting walks. They're chasing. That's exactly what we want. Grant Holmes had 15 strikeouts 2 outings ago. So yeah, thank you. That will be the play we take today. Let's just go ahead and look at the earned runs first. We'll do all our due diligence. 3.2 for Griff. That ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. All right, and then Grant 0, 2. Strikeouts, buddy. Show me them. 15, 9, 9, 4, 5. I don't care about 4 and 5. I care about, what's your line today? 5.5. Why so low? That's suspicious. That's suspiciously low. Why? What's your matchup history? Griff Canny versus Atlanta has been teed off on a little bit. Olsen only has a 222, but when he hits it, it goes far. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 8.4 OPS. Ozuna, 5 at bats, 2 of them became souvenirs for the fans. 2.8 OPS. Yeah, Yeah, this is screaming Atlanta so far. Absolutely screaming Atlanta. Righties, there you go. Mets versus righties and Grant Holmes versus the Mets. I don't see much here. Mm-mm. To the point where, yeah, I'm taking Holmes. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Holmes over 5.5 Ks. You got to show me he can keep it under. Yeah. No, you see these numbers? Let's look at the last 10 games. He's averaging 7.1. Last five, he's averaging 8.4. On a 5-5 line against Mets, who are 24th in strikeouts, yeah, I'll take that chance every day. All right, so that is it. That is all the games. Now we picked plays in all 9 games except for the first one. We passed on that one, the A's in Detroit, but everything else had a good play. We're a little more aggressive on shorter days, just because we want to have a little more fun, like the action of the thing. Why not, right? So let's go to the schedule. So this is Friday's schedule. Everyone's playing. You see the names. We see who's out there. Decent, some interesting matchups out there, especially some of these teams facing these other teams. So I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Almost at 20K. Hopefully we hit it today. That'd be amazing. Love it. Just hitting goal after goal. That's the goal here. So I love when you all put in the comments everything you hit, when you say, oh, I hit this parlay on this line and this parlay. I love seeing that, because that's the whole point of this damn channel, is to help you become better overall. So if my information helps you, then that's what I want to see. So love seeing that. Drop a like, subscribe, check out the Outlier. Go get you a free week. Literally, it's a free week. So, and check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out in a nice list, a nice little recap list for you. It's $10 for the whole month. Every day you get a list, because I don't take days off around here. Well, I ain't missed a day in almost 400 days, and that's because I wasn't doing it yet. So we don't take days off around here. You can ask anyone who's been here, and then every sport too included. So other than that, appreciate being here. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday for some more MLB. Peace.